Hey, what's up, guys? Today, going over another client success story. So, this crazy young lady with the purple hair is one of my favorite clients. She came to me with some serious shoulder discomfort. She had a torn labrum, and one of the tendons in her shoulder was slightly frayed and just chronic pain and really limited and poor range of motion. So, on top of that, she had sciatica as well. So, former athlete, so definitely very physically capable. It's just these nagging injuries were getting in her way of doing the things she wanted to do. So, when she started working with us, we got right to work addressing all those issues that I just went over. So we started off really looking at shoulder stability. So basically all that means is the shoulder blades, we have to make sure that all the muscles around them are keeping them down and back and in the correct alignment. So when we have that, when you create that strength in the upper back, it creates way more room in the shoulder socket for the arm bone, the humerus, to move around safely and pain-free. So with these armored cars, we just have her on the ground, activating from her butt, low back to upper back. Just that position alone does so much. And from there, she's moving those armored cars. We call them scapular angels. So, like you would do in the snow, like snow angels. But now you're just on the ground, moving those shoulders in like a flowing, gliding fashion. And then the weight of those cars and the position that they put you in automatically gets those shoulders set down and back. And with that, the gliding motion, it actually can increase range of motion in just a few sets. And usually when people get on that, after like 10 or so reps, just one set, they already feel like they're standing tall. After a few workouts where she really got that down and we were able to establish some alignment there with her shoulder blades, her scapula, we were able to start getting a little more dynamic. And this is where the core blades come into play. So this is what we call the core blade figure 8. So with the core blades, those weighted handles with the ribbons, the ribbon is there to visually track flow of movement. So flow is very important. If we have flow, these seamless transitions from movement to movement, that means we're getting into the connective tissue. There's a direct correlation between those two things. So as you see, what Lisa's doing great here is she's generating power from the ground up. So legs, body, torso, then arms. So if we are doing it that way and having the arm slash the shoulder moving secondary, if that maybe it's third, but it's the point is that the body is the main accelerator and the afflicted area, her painful area, the shoulder's coming last. When we're able to do that, it reinvigorates the elastic components of her body, so the tendons and fascia. And when the injured area, the painful area, is able to move that way, we can once again reestablish range of motion and cut down pain and bring back function. So as we got her shoulders under control, we really wanted to address her lower body and her hips, especially to help her with the sciatica. So these plyo ramps we have here, that slanted surface is great because it not only strengthens and creates new range of motion in the foot and ankle, it helps you get deeper into the hips. And it not only does it help you get deeper in the hips, it helps you activate the hips faster. So as you see here, she's doing a really good job of fighting to get to that 90-degree bend in her knee. When we have these ramps in this position, we can get into hip activation faster. And a lot of times if there's any knee discomfort with regular lunges, they'll be pain-free on there. So one of the cool added features, we put these in the past, I think it's maybe a year, we put in the spring-loaded legs. So when she lands, we really coached her on landing, planting that foot, stretching into that range of motion, and then pushing off. So what that does, it teaches the muscles and tendons to work together in a very athletic way, in the sense muscles and tendons are working like rubber bands, getting into that tension, then springing out. It's a very holistic and almost like athletic strength, which is great because not only is it going to help her with her fitness goals, but as she gets back to her daily activities or things she likes to do on the weekend, hiking and being active, this has a direct correlation to those movements. All right, last I wanted to show a little bit how we get into conditioning. So when we have a situation like this, that somebody does have some aches and pains, we have to be very selective on how we work on their conditioning. So like your standard calisthenics, burpees, and box jumps, whatnot, might not be the best idea for someone in this case. So with the core blade runners, we can still work on intensity, full body, fluid movement to get that heart rate up with those core blades, but in a pain-free manner. So what I love about this movement is it nails so many things. So it is pretty subtle, but the way she's moving here, the core and lower body are fighting rotation. So it's your classic anti-rotational move. So core is getting rocked with those big swinging arm motions. She's getting some nice elastic ranges in the shoulders and arms. And also at the right speed and the right volume, we can get that heart rate up to the high 80% if we need to, or bring it down to that low and medium to get her standard cardio. So a very versatile tool, and this is one of our key movements to help our clients work on stamina, endurance, and calorie burn and weight loss.